Hey guys, Matt Bishop here. We are on the tour bus of Trivium here at Trespass America Festival. I'm here with Paolo on the bass. Man. What's going on, my friend? How's the tour going so far?
The tour's been excellent. We are coming up to the 6th or 7th week of the tour, and that's the final week. And it's going to be nice to be home for a few days, and then we're down South America, and then to the UK, and the rest of Europe, and then we are done.
Done for a little while.
A year of touring. Got a lot of big, exciting plans for next year, but we need a break in between. So, you know, we're doing everything. We're writing our new record. We're touring as hard as we can in waves, and it's definitely catching up. We're all getting pretty tired, but all the shows have been great. I mean, you get up there and you kind of like rejuvenates you, makes you get all the energy back, and you don't worry about like any of the problems of the day. You're just like, this is awesome, this is worth it, this is worth coming out here and spending, you know, most of the year on the road.
You guys have been all over the place, huge festivals all over the world. Is America catching up to like the European festivals? You know, I mean, we have, you know, you guys were on Mayhem last year, Trespass this year. Are we getting to like, you know, the sonospheres and stuff like that? Are we approaching that?
It's different because like Mayhem and Trespass America and any tour throughout America is like, you know, it has to go through each city. There's no, I mean, there's a couple festivals here and there, but there's no like, you know, one download or sonosphere type festival in the US that's primarily just rock and metal. I'll take that back. There is Rock on the Range. There is the Kansas City Rock Fest, which we did. But I'm talking about, you know, purely just metal. Like you look at the lineup of Wacken. There is no Wacken in the U.S., which you never know. Maybe down the road that can happen. That'd be amazing. But it's a different way of touring, and it's kind of apples and oranges when you compare them. But the intensity of the shows is great. And you know, whether it's 3,000 people, 30,000 people, more than that, it's just fun to get out there and play. And it's for us, we feel very fortunate that we've been doing this for 7 years, and we could still be doing this, and we still have the chance to tour in the States and tour Europe, tour all over the world. And yeah, the U.S. It's rock's not dead in the U.S. and it really bums me out when a lot of like big magazines kind of just cast it aside, you know, rock, metal, anything. I just put it all into one big genre. It's like, it's not. There's people that still come out to these shows and still live for this music, and that's why we continue to tour, because people keep coming out. And this tour has been a great example that, you know, hard rock, heavy metal is not dead in the U.S.
I know I talked to Matt at Rock on the Range, and he said, you know, the same thing. There's, contrary to the media and all that stuff, there's a thirst for metal. I think that's exactly what he said. And you know, In Waves comes out, performs amazing on Billboard, right next to Lady Gaga and Green Day and whatever else is on there. And
there's definitely, I mean, I guess if you go back in the past, you know, there'll be popular things that come and go. I mean, right now, the whole electronic dance music thing is massive, and it's like undeniably massive. But you know what? That's cool. But rock and metal and all that stuff, it just keeps going. It's like it comes and goes where it's cool to talk about again. I think we're kind of in that phase of, oh, rock is dead, heavy music's dead, no one wants to listen to that. And you just kind of got to ignore it and just keep going and keep playing for the people that come to these shows.
You mentioned that you're writing. Do we have anything recorded yet? How far are we along with the new record?
We have about 12 demos. There's no vocals on it, but Matt's been writing his vocal part, the lyrics, and we're just kind of compiling everything. And we're kind of hoping to have about 20 songs ready to go by UK Europe tour. We're gonna start rehearsing on the tour for, you know, the record, make sure we have everything down.
So that's 20 songs for a double disc album?
No, we're not going to do 20 songs, but we're going to have...
I tried, guys, I'm sorry.
We're going to have... I think the goal this record is 10 to 12, and I'd kind of prefer maybe 10, just to really make sure those 10 are like the most amazing songs that we can make, and we have to top everything we've done. I feel like In Waves is an incredibly strong record, and now we have to build upon that. We have to make a better songs, better album. Everything's just got to be stepped up. So we're really focusing hard on it, and it can be tough on tour, you know. Sometimes you're just like, man, the last thing I want to do is pick up my guitar and just exhaust yourself mentally trying to write.
What direction are you guys going to be going with this album? I know I've talked to like Matt and Corey. They say it's going to be a heavier album, an angrier album.
Yeah.
What's your take on how the writing process has been going so far?
I mean, definitely we want to make it heavier, cohesively heavier, angrier, more intense. I mean, just the vibe of everything has been that. It's been just a little bit more intense. And the goal right now, you know, we're writing a lot of riffs, we're writing a lot of parts. It's just kind of finding that vibe and finding what album number 6 is going to be, what statement we need to make as a band, and, you know, what we're going to put out there to try to, what the statement will be for heavy music, you know, from, you know, our perspective, like what it needs to be. And it takes time, and we're starting to really kind of come into that, and I guess it's really just making the best cohesive record that we can, you know. With In Waves, we took a long time to write, a long time to jam, and a lot of that came down to just needing the time away from tour, and also really getting Nick kind of assimilated into the band with the writing. And I think the only downside of having a long time to write is, you know, with such long gaps in between writing stuff, you can lose focus. And with this, we're like, you know what, we want to come off this tour, we're going to be a little bit exhausted, but we need to get in the studio sooner rather than later. You know, we just have this thing, like, we got to get in there. We know what we want to do, we just need to be in the studio. And I'm most inspired when we tour. I write some of the best stuff that I write personally, you know, after we play a show. You know, like, you know, one day we played and I'm like, man, I just feel like jamming, and I played till 1 in the morning, and I don't know, you get this different kind of inspiration. When you're at home for a while, you kind of lose that. You kind of get comfortable, and it is nice to be at home and write and stuff, but there's a different vibe when you're writing on tour. I
got you. Well, dude, you guys got to get ready for a show, so I got to let you go. But before I do, have you guys been dropping any covers on Trespass? I know I heard some Metallica at Rock on the Range, and the last time you guys were in Philly, there was a little technical difficulty. A bass drum got blown out at the Troc, and this guy rips into Du Hast, and the place went fucking berserk.
No, there was no covers on this tour. We had a short set, and kind of the reason for doing that cover was we knew there was going to be so many people that weren't familiar with us that we kind of used the cover as the icebreaker. And on this tour, it's kind of been 50-50. Some nights a little bit more towards like a newer audience, but you know, we kind of wanted to make sure that for any Trivium fans coming to see us for like the 5th or 6th time that we're playing Trivium material, and we even put in a song that we have only played one tour before, and most of these places have never seen it. So we wanted to make sure that this set was dedicated to the loyal Trivium fans that come out 5-6 times, you know, every couple months on tours where we're only playing 35-40 minutes. I mean, we really appreciate that, and you know, that's what's kept us alive for these 7 years.
Very nice, my friend. Dude, thank you so much for joining me. Trivium, ladies and gentlemen, In Waves is out now on Roadrunner Records. If you don't already have it, go get it now. Hurry up, because there's new music coming from these guys. They say they have about 20 songs, so I'm gonna try and get this guy to do like a double album thing. I don't know, I think we might have to save the other 10 for another time.
Yeah.
But coming to South America, UK, after this. Europe. So get your tickets for all my friends out and beyond the US, and stay tuned for the new album coming in 2013, guys. It's gonna be awesome. Crank it up.